Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Leah. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you're not new, thank you, welcome back. Come sit down, let's have a cup of tea and talk about things. Today, I want to speak about some of my favourite British brands that also ship to the USA, because I know that a lot of my followers on here live in the USA and I get a lot of questions about just things that I buy here and there. So I thought, let's go through a few of the places where you can get some nice things. Before I get going, I do want to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Luisa Jewellery. You may notice I'm wearing a few little pieces here. I'm feeling very fancy actually. These are really nice. I don't mean to sound surprised. I'm just like, wow, the pricing's really fair on this company and they're using like sustainable metals, really premium. I've got a little discount code. It's in the top line of my description and on screen now. It's Leah10. That'll give you 10% off if you do end up purchasing any Luisa jewellery. I think it's a lovely gift for people or just for yourself. Like, treat yourself, hun. Like, finish up that outfit with a few accessories. For me, I chose this wedding band. It's not a wedding band, but I thought this band, like this gold banded ring, I thought if I ever wanted to fake being married, I could quite easily just put it on that finger. Because you know, sometimes when, I don't know if you ever get this, but sometimes you just get unwanted attention, and I wonder if that unwanted attention would happen if I had a wedding ring on. So I definitely chose that for the acting aspect on trains. I was gonna say planes, like I'm a high flyer. On trains, planes, mostly just on the train. And these bits, my friend Christy's got a nice necklace with this sort of shape at the end, and I just wanted to copy her on that. And these hoops, I don't have any like small hoops, I've only got big hoops, so I thought that they looked really cute. So those were my choices. Let me know if you end up getting anything, and as I said before, 10% discount code. I'm sure you're gonna love it. They're really nice pieces. Now, on to some clothing brands. Okay, so some British clothing brands. I've made some notes on my iPad just because I feel really prepared for this video. I'm like, right, we'll talk about this brand, then we'll talk about that brand. Also, guys, since this is going into my Short Girl Shops playlist, I thought I would mention where each brand has a petite range. So perhaps I'll star it, put a little star next to any of the brands that I talk about if they offer a petite range for our short girls. And also, if any of the brands have also got menswear, I'll also mention that too, because some of these brands do have men's stuff as well, and I know we've got some males watching, so let's continue. So the first brand I'm going to talk about is Sweaty Betty. You may have heard of them. They're quite similar to Lululemon. I'd say that's probably their biggest like competitor brand. They make really, really nice activewear, yoga stuff, sports stuff. I've got a pair of leggings from there that I think are my favourite leggings. They're my favourite 3/4 leggings for sure. And what I really like about them is that they've got this little zip at the back where I can store keys or my phone if I'm out with just running or jogging. I say that like I do loads of exercise when I don't. One thing I would be interested in trying from Sweaty Betty that I haven't already tried would be their swimwear, just because I feel like from looking at the pictures, they look like you get quite a lot of support. Whereas with so many brands that sell swimwear, it's all this kind of like stringy stuff, and you know, your boobs are down by your knees. You're thinking, I need some hoist here, I need some lift. So I would be really interested in trying some of their swimwear stuff. If you're in London, you might see people carrying these sort of quilted bags that look like gym bags. They're kind of iconic for Sweaty Betty. Okay, the next brand I want to talk about is ASOS. I feel like ASOS has already made its way over to the States. It's already quite well known there. I believe it stands for As Seen on Screen, ASOS, but I did hear two American girls in a video call it ASOS, and I was just like, everyone in the UK calls it ASOS. So when I heard them say ASOS, I was like, what? What? Anyway, ASOS have got their own range of clothing for men, women. They also do shoes, accessories. They've got everything really. And they've also got a very, very nice petite range that I've shopped at quite a few times. So I really do recommend their petite clothing. As well as stocking their own brand of clothing, they also have other brands on their website. So you might see some really well-known brands on there that you recognize. Tommy Hilfiger, Nike, just any kind of brand you might see shopping, they've probably got them on ASOS. So definitely check out ASOS if you're looking for a bargain. I feel like there's always a sale There's always a sale on ASOS, or there's always a code. This is not to do with clothing, but I always seem to use Honey, which is like a Chrome attachment on your browser, and it searches the internet for any discount codes that you might be able to apply to your cart at the checkout, and I've saved so much money using that. So it works on UK websites, it works on American websites, so that's another recommendation. Check that out. The next brand I'm going to talk about, they are so British, a bit more high-end, I guess. ASOS, it's affordable, it's not cheap, but you can get a wide range of bits and bobs on there. The next brand is definitely more premium. It's called Paul Smith. Now, Paul Smith is a British designer. He's been extremely successful, and I must say I've only ever had one thing from Paul Smith, and I was obsessed with their stationery, and I think I begged my mum to get me this book, and it had a picture of a Mini on the front. They always seem to collaborate with Mini, obviously a British car brand, Paul Smith, British luxury lifestyle clothing brand. So their collaboration on this like notebook, I remember saying to my mom, like, please can I have this notebook? And it became my leavers book from school. So you know where everyone just like writes you a message, something like wishes you well before you go off into the world and do your own thing. And I got it. I've asked my mum to send me a clip, which I will include, because the book's at her house, not here with me, but it's really, really nice. They've also got an amazing thing at the moment that I saw, where they're doing a sock subscription box. So you can get sent a new pair of socks every month, really nice premium Paul Smith socks. Or you could get it as a gift for someone. So every month a new pair of really nice socks comes through your letterbox. How lovely is that? Imagine the ones you'll get at Christmas. I bet they'll be really cute. I think it's on the pricier side, but if you work out how much it is per pair of socks, I think it ends up being something like £13 for a pair of very nice socks. So yeah, if you're feeling fancy, why not treat someone to that? It sounds amazing. I will leave a link to that in my description. Oh, Paul Smith is one of the brands that has menswear, as well as the previous brand, ASOS. I think I did mention that they do men's stuff. Paul Smith have got amazing men's like luggage, again with the stationery, socks, just men's stuff. Love it. Love, love, love. Paul Smith. Mwah. Nice British brand. You'll always see them in Selfridges as well. I don't think there's many shops in the UK that have Paul Smith inside them. Maybe Harvey Nicks, which is Harvey Nichols in Knightsbridge, Selfridges, and I do think Paul Smith has got its own pop-up in Covent Garden. I can kind of see it. I think it's on Floral Street. I don't know if I'm making that up, but in Covent Garden I can just see a Paul Smith shop. Hang on a minute. Haven't they got a massive Paul Smith in LA with the big pink wall that everyone takes pictures on for Instagram? I think that's a Paul Smith. Anyway, so you guys probably already know of it. Anyway, moving on. The next brand I want to talk about is Lipsy. There'd always be a Greek wedding like every year or twice a year. There'd always be a Greek wedding in our community, and me and my grandma would go shopping, and I'd always find a dress that fit me perfectly somehow in Lipsy. I'll see if I've got a picture, like just from a wedding, in any of the Lipsy dresses I've had over the years. I can see one in my mind's eye. It's a red one with like bling detail here, and I remember feeling so fancy in it. My hair was so short. But yeah, Lipsy do some really nice dresses, a bit more formal. I think they've also got like women's workwear and stuff like that, but I've never actually bought any of that because I don't have a real job. For dresses, I would recommend Lipsy. Not sure about petite range for them, but I've always been lucky enough to have my grandma who's done all my alterations on dresses forever. She's just amazing. The next brand I'll talk about is Miss Selfridge. So if you've been to London and you've been to Oxford Street, you might be familiar with the fact that you can walk into the big Topshop on Oxford Street, and then if you go like a little bit to the back of the shop on the ground floor and then turn right, you walk into Miss Selfridge, even though it's its own shop with its own entrance on Oxford Street. It's very strange that you can walk through Topshop to get to Miss Selfridge. It's always raised so many questions in my mind, like, are they connected? Does the owner of Topshop own Miss Selfridge? I don't really know. Anyway, they must, because why would they have that? Miss Selfridge has got a lovely petite range. Nothing for men, unfortunately, but some really nice petite stuff. I've got a lot of my like little cami tops from there, not this one, but ones that I've worn in Greece and just on summer holidays. They just make some really cute stuff. I'd say they do appeal to a sort of younger crowd, whereas some of the brands I'm going to talk about a bit later do appeal to a sort of 25 plus. age group. But yeah, I would definitely still shop in Miss Selfridge. There's still some really gorgeous pieces, and they're about the same price range as Topshop, New Look. I'm trying to think of an American equivalent that they're the same kind of price as, but I can't. They're kind of like your classic high street pricing. Nothing like that would blow your mind and be like, whoa. I don't think anything in there is like super expensive. And just hoist the boobs up. Something from my wardrobe that you might recognize from Miss Selfridge is my little mini dress with the orange and white detailing. It was a bit too short, and that one was from the petite range, so I wouldn't be afraid to shop in regular sizes there, because sometimes the petite range is just a bit too short on me, and sometimes it's perfect. Okay, the next brand is River Island. So River Island seemed to fit me really well for jeans. That seems to be the only thing I end up buying from River Island. I've got some really nice black jeans from there. My first ever pair of ripped jeans were from there. Risque! I never ever thought I'd be someone who wore ripped jeans, and then I remember Atch being like, I'd love to see you in a pair of ripped jeans. 5 minutes later, I'm like, there. I'm at a store buying ripped jeans. Gosh, those were the days. I'm not like that anymore, by the way. If he says he wants to see me in something, well, he doesn't even say that anymore. But River Island, some really nice bits in there. I've also got some cami bottoms from River Island that I seem to wear quite a lot. I wore them in my taste test video for the ration box, if you saw me eating that. They're very lovely, they're from River Island. There's some nice bits in there, you just gotta dig them out. Okay, next brand, it's back to sort of like more formal, fancy stuff. It's called Lavish Alice, and I first bought a few dresses from there about 2 years ago, and I never wore them. I just didn't have any occasion to wear anything to, and I don't really dress up that often. I went to Atch's cousin's 30th and I wore a dress from Lavish Alice. It was quite fitted, quite wintry, it had a zip at the back, quite heavy material, and that just seemed to go down a treat. People absolutely loved that dress. I got loads of compliments. So it's funny because I was so close to giving it away to charity, because I was just like, I'm never gonna wear this, am I? Like, I just don't seem to like myself in it. And then all it took was a few compliments, clearly, and now I've decided to keep that dress. So yeah, that's Lavish Alice. They've got tons of nice dresses on there. Go and check them out. The next brand is Next. So Next, it seems to be one of those brands that I only have memories of shopping with my mum. So like growing up, she'd just buy all her clothes from Next. So as a young girl, I didn't want to buy my stuff from there because it was the classic kind of like, what? Mums shop at Next, like not me. But I must have aged, because recently I find myself going on Next website and going in the store, this is pre-COVID, and being like, yeah, that's really cool. I'm a big fan of Next homeware. They've got some amazing stuff for the home. And most recently, Christy, who you may all know from watching my channel, she bought a backpack from Next that doubles up as a picnic backpack. Whoa. She's actually sent me a video on it because I asked her to. So I'll insert that clip here now.
So I'd like to introduce you to my new backpack specifically for picnics, which is very exciting. So it looks like this, and in this side is a picnic blanket. The other side is an insulated wine holder, so hopefully it would keep your wine cool. The entire main bit of the inside is like a cool bag, so you can stick your ice blocks in there and keep your food cool. And then the front, the most exciting part, you open it up and you've got a picnic set for 4. So there's 4 plates, 4 wine glasses, 4 sets of cutlery, and then I guess you could probably put some more foodie bits in there as well. And it's ready to go for any walk that you go on and you want to take a picnic with wine.
I'm sorry, but that's just incredible. Of course that's not going to appeal to me when I'm like 16, 17, 18, but now in my late 20s, I'm like, that is so practical. I need that in my life. So yeah, Next has got some really nice bits. I really like Next. Thank you, Mum, for shopping at Next when I was growing up, because now I am you. Okay, the next brand is a little bit younger, a bit more trendy. It's called Misguided, and they're an online brand. They don't have, I don't know if I'm saying something that's completely wrong, but as far as I know, they don't have shops. I think they're just online, I think. I could be completely wrong. But they're called Misguided. They're very trendy, very hip, they're very in, and I got a few little bits from there for the first time, and I think they look really nice. I posted a picture on Instagram actually of this lovely mint skirt that I got from there. It's part of a two-piece. There's a blazer and a bottom half. The blazer I bought was far too big, but I really like this cord. This is what it looked like on the mannequin on the website. Mannequin, she's a human, what am I saying? This is what it looked like on the website, and I thought, wow, stunning, but I can't wear that without a little something underneath because my breasts don't look like hers. So yeah, tried it. I don't know, I might keep that blazer. There were so many other things on the website as well, lots of like plain white tees that I was looking at, just staples, basics. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna mention them because they're really nice. Okay, last brand. Wow, I've been going on and on and on. It's New Look. So, sorry, I just had a memory of when me, Joel and Hayley were talking about brands, and Hayley went, New Look? And we were like, you pronounce it so weird. She's like, New Look. And we were like, it's New Look. And she was like, New Look. And it just, I don't know, I just got a memory of that. Anyway, so New Look, they do have a petite range, I believe. Yeah, I've definitely bought something from New Look Petite before. They might also have a range for tall women, same as ASOS, Topshop do as well. Anyway, New Look have got some really nice bits. In fact, I think this cami is from New Look. They're, again, great for basic bits. I know you said basic bit. Great for basic bits. I recently bought a denim boiler suit from there. It hasn't arrived yet, but if it does arrive before I finish this video, I'll insert a clip of me wearing it or trying it on. It's just been a staple in our lives growing up. I feel like there's always been a New Look, whereas a lot of these other ones are a bit more like new to me. Like I haven't always known of Sweaty Betty. I haven't always known of Misguided, but New Look's a bit of a sort of like been there my whole life, grew up with New Look, shopped there when I was younger, can still find stuff there now that I'm a bit older, haven't outgrown it, really like New Look. So yeah, I hope that helps. I just sort of written a list here and I thought, yeah, you guys might like these. Thank you so much to Anna Luisa for sponsoring this video. As I mentioned before, please check out their very sustainable premium jewellery for a very reasonable price, and do let me know if you purchase anything. My discount code is Leah10 and I'm sure you'll find some bits that you really like. I'm really pleased with what I've got, so yeah. Go and accessorize up your outfits, guys, and let me know how you get on. I will see you very soon. Lots of love. I was about to do a kiss. Is that cringe? Okay, bye.
You know where I go and we're dancing, handshakes in the Hamptons and getting drunk in the mansions with you. And you look so classic, come through with that